Hello and welcome to Klassics again. Today we're going to be putting in our exhaust system. Once we get to the actual exhaust, we'll start from the back to the front. But first we need to put in our headers. We went with ceramic coated headers from Doug's Headers. Comes with everything. Got the gaskets. They were even kind enough to include, knowing you had to take off the oil filter housing, they send that gasket as well. And nuts, bolts, they send the collectors. So we go ahead and get started and put these in. So we'll start off with our passenger side header. I'll go ahead and take all this with me. So we're going, as you can see, we're wearing gloves because they're ceramic coated. Any oils and stuff are what actually will discolor it really bad. So we are wearing gloves so we don't have fingerprints that basically melt into the headers from the grease on your hands. Got the new bolts, including lock washers. So I'll go ahead and head up the ladder. They have to come in from the bottom, and it's easier with two people so that you can feed it up through the bottom, and the top guy can put the washers and bolts in. So the important thing is getting them all started before you tighten any of them down. So we'll go ahead and we'll finish getting this last one in. It's a little bit difficult. Not a lot of room in there to get to it. So we'll get it started. We'll go ahead and do the other side. It's just the same thing, just the opposite side. And then we'll come back and show you from there. Welcome back. As you can see, we have our headers on, including our collector reducers. The headers come out, they're 3-inch. We're putting a 2.5-inch exhaust on, so we have reduced to 2.5. Clearances are tight, but we do have clearance. If you want to come back here, we're going to start back here at the back of the car. Put our tailpipes in, our mufflers in. If you look right up here, there's some hangers that we're going to put in. We got these two. They're called riv nuts. So we have this special tool. This is a riv nut. Basically what it does is acts like a rivet. You put it up in, it's threaded inside. You just put it on here like that. After drilling your hole, then you just squeeze these and compress it, and it like a rivet compresses in here, and then you can run bolts up in it. This side already had nuts in it for these mounts. So these are the mounts for the mufflers. So we'll go ahead and put them in. And they just bolt in. This is going to be what our what do you need? A ½ inch. What I'm looking for. So these are going to be what holds in our mufflers. It's a Magnaflow system. Let me grab a muffler and we'll hang it on my side. So they come with these rubber mounts. On those will be this tailpipe section, which we know goes right in here. Okay, so kind of just, you don't want to tighten anything up. They actually have some mounts that go on here that we have to put on.
I think you need to be on this side of that spring. Yeah, you do, because look where it's shooting it.
Okay, well, that's where the gas tank goes.
Oh, like that. You can't, because that's got to come clear around there like that. Sure this don't go on the other side?
And then this is important. If you'll notice, these have a very slight downhill. That has to go towards the bottom. Actually need to go above that. Okay. So this is kind of holding it in place where it needs to go. The emergency brake cable. We haven't put any of our clamps or anything on. These will, when we go to clamp it, we'll make sure it's sitting better, but we need to put our brackets on. And mark where they need to go. that.
Huh?
Your marker. So these brackets bolt on the side of the frame, and they're what hold the rear in place. So we're gonna mark them. It is stainless, and we don't have any stainless wire. So luckily, our neighbor across the road is a welding shop. So we'll run over there, have him mount these on real quick, and then we'll be able to move on. So we'll get these marked, welded, and then we'll see you in a little bit.